don't want to be bothered at all. So if your sex life changes up and it's because of you, then chances are there's something going on in your body. And like I said, when women go through these periods of heavy bleeding, it drains them mentally and physically. And they need women there on the side of them that they can go to and talk to, or either their other half, their husbands or boyfriends, that they can talk to and let them know that, hey, this is what I'm going through today. I'm not feeling that good today. But I encourage women, despite how you flow, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't just lay there. Your energy is going to come from getting up and doing those little small walks. Little small walks. If you can't walk fast, at least walk slowly. If you can't do 15 minutes at a time, do 2 minutes at a time. Do you know what 2 minutes of walking in place will do for you? It will bring about a surge of energy. And I'm all about natural stuff, y'all. I don't like medication. I don't like it. And I'm very country too. So down here in the country, we used to medication, but Coco don't like medication. So if you find yourself where you're just lacking energy and you really don't feel like you can do it, and you need something to pick you up instead of getting medication, what you can do is just instead of drinking those not the B12, but those Red Bulls, let me tell y'all something. If y'all got them Fibroids, Red Bulls ain't gonna do nothing but make them bigger. Gonna make them bigger. Because all that caffeine and stuff in there, if you want some caffeine to wake you up, this is what you do. I promise you, this will get you up. This will get you up right here. You boil your pot of water. You pour your coffee in there. You make that coffee. But you don't drink it. You just let the aroma flow throughout the house. Let it flow throughout the house. Put you on some relaxing music. You can always go to YouTube. I do it every day. Look, every day. I'm not finna be tied down with CDs. Okay? I'm a radio announcer, but I'm not finna be tied down with CDs just to get my little 15 minutes in of meditation time. Put on you some meditation music, some meditation yoga music, and that helps to relax the mind and body. And you just sit there and meditate. Just sit there and relax. And that helps a lot of times with bringing down those cortisol levels that are inside of your body, which causes stress, which guess what? Stress makes the fibroids and polyps grow. They grow bigger and bigger. The more you get stressed out, the more they grow. So you do what is going to relax your body. Let your family members know ahead of time, hey, I can't take stress. I can't take stress. If I stress out, then I'm going to bleed more heavy. Some people don't know. They don't know that unless you tell them. Let them know, hey, I need this 15 minutes, this certain time of the day. This certain time of the day. This is what I need in order to get my body back into alignment where I can function throughout the day, where I can have some quality life here. That's what life is about, having quality. And you go on about your business. Now, if you don't like the scent of coffee, you can do lemons. I love doing lemons. I tell you one thing, I don't use air fresheners. Remember I told you I'm all about natural stuff. I don't use air fresheners for the simple fact I have migraines. And air fresheners are usually a trigger for migraines. One day I'll do a podcast on the migraines too, and how I got rid of having migraines I would go through stages of them. 3 to 4 weeks at a time, 2 to 3 months at a time. But I found what I needed to do in order to stop that. Now I go through them maybe once or twice every 3 to 6 months. So I'll tell you, I'll do a podcast on that. Not right now though. We're helping these women with fibroids and polyps. That's what we're talking about right here on Kiva Advancement Conference Call. Conference call podcast. I'm sorry. Gotta get used to this stuff, y'all. Okay, so what I do is I go to the store right there on the seasoning aisle and I pick up some pickling spice. Now, I'm not going to pickle anything, but where I got this scent from was from when I was younger and I would be pickling cucumbers to make pickles with my mother. and she always used pickling spice. And I always loved that scent of pickling spice. Well, it turns out the scent of pickling spice will also relax you. It will put you in a mood and make your house smell so wonderful. And I tell you, that scent lasts for about 3 days, 3 to 4 days, according to how long you boil it. It lasts for about 3 to 4 days. But once you actually put it in a pot of water, and you don't even need but like a teaspoon of it. A teaspoon of it goes a long way in a big pot of water. So I boil it for as long as I want to boil it. As long as you want to boil it, that's up to you. But the aroma of it relaxes you. And guess what? That relaxes those abdominal muscles inside of you. When you get relaxed and your breathing comes under control, then those muscles relax. Those muscles relax and the cramping eases up. The cramping goes away. A lot of women that have the fibroids, they get the crampings straight from the back. And listen, men, it goes from the butt on down. Yes. It goes from the butt on down, and it just feels like every part in that woman is breaking. That's why we need for you guys to understand that when we say we just want to chill, we just want to chill. Sometimes we might just want you to just hug on us. You know, excuse me. Sometimes we want you to just hug on us, and sometimes we don't want you to bother us at all. If we get to that phase where we're like, don't bother me today. Just don't bother us, okay? Don't bother us. Please don't bother us. Please. Wow. I did that there. I did that for the heck of it, y'all. Okay. So that's that's another thing that we can do though. Did y'all like my little sound effect? I did kind of do that thing though, didn't I? My little sound effect. Oh my God. I thought I had stopped recording, but thank God I didn't. Okay. So that's it for about our fibroids and polyps. Know what your triggers are. Know that if you have a family history of it, then you can easily get it. And if your body starts changing up on you and you start noticing that you're changing more pads than usually, then you need to go and talk with your gynecologist. Try natural remedies. Walking helps to relieve some of those hormones, helps bring those levels down. Soy milk. Forgot about that. Soy milk also helps to bring those hormones. Oh, Satan. Give me just a second, y'all. It's saying it. Oh, no, I can't do that. Never mind, I can't do that during this broadcast. Because if I do that, I'm going to end up losing everything. And it makes you kind of look like you're slow or like your equipment ain't up to date and all that bull crap. Okay, so I think we are connected here. Okay, so many women are single now and they're out here dating. And, you know, it's just really hard to tell the bad apples from the good apples because they all look good from the outside, but it's that inside that get to you, right? So I put up on Facebook because I really wanted to know what was women thinking and what was men thinking. Now I must say that the men really stood out, and y'all listen to what these men said. Now they are men, so they are basically telling you what's up front. Okay, so the question was, what's the worst kind of man to date? The first answer was the one you know in your gut is not great for you, but you date him anyway. Oh God, we've all been there, haven't we? We've all been there to the one that we know in our gut is not great, but we date them anyway. Why do we do that to ourselves? I guess we just want to be doing something, and some of it is fear, thinking nobody else ain't gonna want us. And then, now that answer was from a man, by the way. And then the next was from a woman. She said, good question. One who refused to work with the exception of disability, an addict to substance abuse, a cheater, verbal and physical abuser. Yeah, well, of course, you wouldn't want to date any man like that. And sometimes you don't know who's doing what until you really get to know him. I went for months talking to one guy, and I never knew he was doing drugs. He didn't look like he was doing drugs. That's about like some of these Christians. They don't look like they're out here cutting a mess, but they are, right? So looks are deceiving. And another woman said, a bruiser of anything in a mama's boy. Hot tamale. Hot tamale knows. Did she just say a mama's boy? Somebody's feelings just got hurt right then. Did somebody else fall out? Somebody's feelings just got hurt right then. She said a mama's boy. Woo! The mama's boys, I must say, I gotta be careful how I say that because my daddy was a mama's boy, but he took care of his wife. He took care of his wife. Mama's boys aren't bad when you got a mama who does not spoil you or take up for you when you're wrong. Now, mothers, don't get me wrong. Us mothers are supposed to be there for our children, and we're supposed to chastise them and lead them in the right direction. But we're not supposed to make the decision for them because then we are being controlling. And that's what happens with a lot of these mama's boys. They get so used to mom making the decision for them that she becomes controlling. She's the one telling them what he needs to wear. She's the one telling him who he can and cannot date. She's the one telling him where and when he needs to go places. Those mama's boys right there ain't getting it. And she's probably letting them get away with doing this and that, That's not good at all. Come on, men. Get it together. No mama's boys. No mommy boy. No mommy boy. Okay. And another woman says, a man who lies. A man who lies. That's something because these men will lie to us and we will still stay with them. All they got to do is show their teeth. Sometimes all they got to do is show their chest and we will stay with them. And another woman said, an arrogant one. Oh, man, yeah, them cocky ones, them cocky mugs, good gracious. Cocky. I got something to say about all of them, don't I? The arrogant ones that are so just not even down to earth till you just can't even enjoy a simple hamburger. Look, I'm a person of laughter. I believe in living life and enjoying life. If you're arrogant and you're always looking down upon others, you might not want to get with me at least because I'm one that goes out there in the street and I just get down with everybody. I ain't got no special person. I just love to enjoy everybody. And another woman says, a man who does not follow Christ, not a born again believer. Okay, now that right there is the most important one. Out of everything that's been said, a man who does not follow Christ, not a born-again believer, is the most important. And this is why I say this. Now, even born-again men can mess up. They can mess up. But the thing about it is, when you're really operating out of love and they know that God love, they'll do everything that they can to stay as straight and faithful as they can. Now, we slip up from time to time, but when it comes down to it, they're going to trust God. They're going to put God before anything. And that conviction is going to be on them that's going to make them be like, well, you know what? My wife ain't the best, but she's good to me. Because sometimes men do say that, y'all. Men do be like, she ain't the best, although he shouldn't do that either. I could have used a better example than that. Y'all hear that? Got me moving my fingers now. Okay, but anyway, that godly man is really going to do his best to take care of his woman. He's going to do the best he can to take care and provide for the family, protect the family. He's going to do what is necessary to survive, what is necessary to keep his mate happy, and they will work together. They will work together. We talking about men here. We're not talking about women now. We'll do another day with the women, but so far we're on the men. Okay, and another woman said, a man who come on too strong, so rich and good until you ask for a loan. Seriously. Okay. Now this one right here is kind of like she said a man who come on too strong, so rich and good until you ask for a loan. LOL. Laughing out loud. And you